Good morning, JCA. I'm Cheryl Forehand, one of the Pilates and group exercise fitness instructors. Welcome to Mat Pilates. Today, we're going to use a band and a small ball. If you don't have a ball, feel free to grab a small hand towel that you can use to simulate the experience a little bit. And if you don't have a band, no problem either, you don't have to use one. All of these little toys help us experience the movements and the exercises maybe a little differently. So with that, we're going to start with the band. Taking your band, you want to make sure that it is about that length. So if it's a long band, double it up. We'll start with our hands sort of wide to our body so that we can reach across the hips and press those hands back in just a moment. Starting with a warm up by standing. We're going to inhale and lift our arms straight up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keeping the body and the torso quiet as we simply move the arms in and out of those shoulder sockets. One more time. Inhale, hold the arms up. From here, keeping the head centered, you want to go over to the side for a lateral flexion and breathe as you come back up. The breath pattern is your choice, but breathe each direction. So I'm going to inhale here and exhale back up. Inhale back over, exhale up. We're warming up the spine in all four directions. And last one, bringing the hands by your side, just do a nice little side to side, allowing those scapulas to abduct and adduct. So we're rotating the spine to begin with, we're lateral flexion, a little forward flexion, and a little extension to get us warmed up. From here, take the band just at the bottom of the breastbone. Rotate to one direction, keeping the hips forward, bring it centered. If you go further than this, then you're using your arms or neck or hips. We want to keep everything quiet and just let the rib cage rotate, working the anterior and posterior oblique slings. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and back to the center. So now for a little chest expansion, we're going to bring that to our thighs, gently press back, turn our head to the left, turn our head to the right, bring our heads forward. Bring those arms up towards that breastbone and then bring it back. And gently, you can see from the side, I'm pressing back just enough. Turn your head to your right. Breathe to the left. Head to the center. Arms come up. Exhale, pull back. You have a light tension on the band. Turn your head to the left. Breathe as you turn to the right. Head to the center. And one more time, exhale, draw it in. Turn your head to the left and the right and back to the center and release. We're going to the front of our mats and we're going to take those arms up. Diving forward, pulling the abdominals in towards the spine, rounding over, relaxing the shoulders. Let the arms come down. Stack up. Now, one thing I want you to check before you stack up is let the head relax. Look between your legs. If you're looking at the floor, you've got some tension in the cervical vertebrae. Stack up. One vertebrae at a time. Nice flexion for the spine. And one more time, exhale. Round your spine over, let the arms rest, look between your legs. Feel that stretch. Stack it up, one vertebrae at a time. On the next one, we will transition to the floor. Exhale, dive forward. Pull those abdominals in towards your spine. Let the band rest on the floor. Hands are on the floor. Bend the knees. And straighten the legs, looking between your legs for some hamstrings, waking them up. Inhale and exhale up. Two more. Inhale, exhale, and last one, and up. We're going to sit and gracefully come down to the mat, grabbing your ball or towel right between the shoulder blades. So you can feel the shoulder blades come together. Your feet are aligned with your knees and your hips. Take your hands, thread your fingers, thumbs support the neck. Place your hands at the base of the skull, the thumbs around the neck, and let your head rest back into the hands without the head or hands moving. You also don't want the chin pushing up as you push back. It's a gentle pressure as if the head is resting in a hammock. Inhale, extend that, because we're coming back to that later in the work with several exercises. This will keep the tension out of your neck. Exhale as you curl, and put the work into the torso movement using the abdominals. Inhale back, exhale, curl. Nice final extension now. So we've covered warming up the spine in all 4 directions, preparing us for the work. One more time, and exhale, curl. You're going to take your legs out in front, take your arms out in front, and roll all the way up to seated. Take that ball in your hands, and we'll roll back down, and we're going to place the ball between our inner thighs today. We're going to take our arms up to the ceiling now and add some abdominal curls, prepping for the 100. Exhale, look at the top of your knees. Keep the abdominals down. Feel no higher than the tips of your shoulder blades. Inhale, come back down. Let those arms come low. That will activate more of the transverse abdominal. Inhale. If the arms stay higher, the tension will be in the shoulders. Inhale. One more time, and exhale. We're going to take the 100 today into 4 progressions, starting at the first level. So as we progress, feel free to stay at the progression that feels good for you this morning or this afternoon, whenever you're doing this workout. Exhale, curl up, and begin to pump. It's an inhale for 5 and exhale for 5. And we do 10 sets of those. So this is 1. 2, I'm going to lift my heels because I have the ball, and then breathe as I control bringing my legs into tabletop, continuing to breathe. And I know we're counting, right? Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Progression 3, legs straight up and keep pumping. We have 5 more sets. Keep going. And the last progression is legs are out 45. Again, your eye gaze is around the top of the knees. Try to feel the head relax the best you can. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. A vigorous 8 to 10 inch pump. Breathe. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more sets just for good measure. And hold. Bend the knees, take the ball out, drop the feet one at a time, and come down. Nice. Take the legs all the way out in front of you. Arms up. Zip the legs together, flex at the ankle. So we engage the pelvic floor with our roll up. Eye gaze follows the ball as you lift head, neck, and shoulder. Exhale. No momentum this morning. And follow through. Let that ball roll and massage the front of the foot. Now we'll do some full roll-ups in a moment, but we're going to start with waking up more of the abdominals. So placing the ball today at the base of your sacrum or even higher, depending on what feels good for you. Place your feet parallel. Really scoop into that ball. You should feel the back pushing into the ball, and it will activate your transverse. If your back comes away, you lose the connection here. So let's keep it. We're going to grab that band. It so happened to be right where we need it. We're going to take a breath and just curl up small abdominal curls. And each one, we call them a C curve. Feel your low back go into that ball. Good. One more. Hold it. Rotate over one knee, the middle of the band, and exhale, rotate over the other. Breathe as you rotate. And the breath pattern is your choice. You can exhale or inhale, and then return that breath to the other leg. One more side. I hope that you are getting warmed up. And last one. We're going to hold it here. We're going to lift the arms up. We're going to exhale with the arms down. Inhale and exhale. Freedom in the shoulders. Don't pull on that band. You've got a nice little taut. And one more. and hold. Doing a little around the world, let's go over to one knee. Lift that band up, come around, and go over to the other knee. Come up, go all the way around. Now don't forget to breathe. And if you're feeling this, make sure you're feeling it in the deep abdominals, that your back is laying and pushing into that ball. And we're gonna go one more round. And all the way around the world, take our trip. Last one, and to the front. Lengthen the legs and slowly roll up, pushing into that ball. And stack it up nice, very nice. Take that band, just place it to the side. Ball will be our toy today for roll-ups. So we should have gotten that nicely woken up. Zip, flex feet, curl, start as if the ball is back there. Curl the pelvis. Lay down one vertebrae at a time. Reach the arms deep behind you, only as long as you don't arch your back. If you find arching, then let those arms rest. Lift the ball, eye gaze follows the ball. Exhale, roll up with no momentum. Use your breath, roll the ball along your shins, and point your feet. Take that ball, flex the feet, lift it up, roll back down. And stack up, take a breath, and lift up. Exhale, follow that ball, breathe. All the way through, massage the front of the feet. Last one, it actually feels pretty darn good. And last one, and exhale, and roll and massage the feet. Beautiful, take your legs out, no wider than your mat, and flex up. Be seated on your sit bones. They're the bones right up under your glutes. If that's hard to do, soften your knees. Spine stretch forward, the ball will sit right in front of us. Hopefully you don't lose that. Take your arms, stack one on top of the other. Let the hands, the fingertips, find the top of the ball. It's gonna guide us into spine stretch forward today. Drop the chin, and as you exhale, keep the low abdominals pushing into this imaginary ball back here as your upper back goes forward. Flex at the ankles, reach. As you come back, let the hands roll that ball in, and you simply stack up your spine. Good, drop your chin. While this seems like a very easy move, it's very difficult to find what you need because the abdominals stay anchored against the spine and you don't move the hips. So there's no leaning. It's articulation of the spine, stretching the upper back, and then letting the body just reach forward, and all of this stays stable. And exhale, come back up. We're gonna do one more of those. Drop your chin, and as your body starts to peel, the body leans, the ball rolls, and exhale, come all the way back up. You can leave the ball right there if you like, and take the arms out to the side for saw. We will rotate to one side. Remember to get tall in the rotation and not lean back. Reach pinky finger to pinky toe. Back hand, palm up, and look behind you, and reach. Inhale up, exhale, reach. Inhale up, exhale, reach. You want to get that full rotation of the ribs, reach, and lift, and the spine, reach. Some wonderful spinal work here. Reach and look behind you. And two more sets, reach and lift, reach and lift. Last set, reach and lift. Last one, and lift. Bring the hands in, grab your ball, take your legs, arms out, curl through. Imagine this ball is back here. Find that first through the pelvis and roll all the way down. We're going to take our legs back to hip width apart. Place that ball between the thighs for some bridging. Taking your hands by your side, making sure your ankles are under the knees as best you can. That will give you some gluteal action. So lift up, engage the glute max and the hamstrings, and feel the gluteal fold, or I like to call them smiles. Articulate down one vertebra at a time. Enjoy that. And then lengthen the spine down. Lift straight up. Exhale down. Now once you get to about the waist, use that as a great landmark. The pelvis goes straight down because the sacrum can't articulate. Lift up. Those are fused vertebrae. Articulate down. So you want to find everything from as high up till about the waist. And then just lay that pelvis down. And lift back up again. And articulate down. And as we transition, let's take that ball now, lift back up again, and place that ball underneath our sacrum. Our waist should not be on the ball. Our tailbone should not be on the ball. We're going to lift one leg up and flex and point at the ankle. The ankle should be directly over the hip. If your leg comes in more, you've turned off your abdominals by tilting the pelvis. So keep that sacrum nice and anchored so we're using these core muscles correctly. One more time, point, and we're going to do some small leg circles, trying our best to stay stable on that ball. Now hand position is up to you. Closer to the body is more challenging. Farther away gives you more support. Reverse your circles. Breathe. Breathe. They're small. Breathe. You don't want to do a hula hoop on this ball. Last one. And bend and lower it down. Lift that other leg up and flex and point. Checking into the alignment of the ankle to the hip. Feel that lovely stretch of the fascial line. Hold that point. Small leg circles. Breathe into each circle. Breathe, breathe, and hold. Reverse, reverse, and breathe. And 3, and 2. Last one. Now, stabilize the pelvis. Let the other leg join in. Both feet will be pointed as you go into a scissor. Now, the leg coming back has limitation. Leg going forward has more range. But you want stability in the pelvis. That is your goal. And scissor, and scissor, and scissor. And both legs up. Flex at the ankles, Pilates feet, open out, point, exhale, come back in. Flex, inhale, open, point. Again, keeping those ankles directly over the hips. Point, come in. Flex, and point. And today we're going to do a little helicopter. And we're going to try not to crash. So legs are parallel. We go into 2 scissors. Scissor 1, scissor 2. Circle all the way around and scissor again. And again. Circle around. And 1 and 2 and circle. Ball is quiet. 1 and 2 and circle all the way. 1 and 2 and circle. Last one. 1 and 2 and circle all the way. Bend the knees, drop them down one at a time, lift up the hips, and let's put that ball down. And hopefully that feels really nice on your low back. And also allowing you to find neutral spine as we prepare to go into the series of 5. So from here, arms up, bring your knees up into tabletop. Exhale, curl up, and look at the knees. See if you can find that place we warmed up when we prepped for the 100. You will take one leg out, take your inside hand right below the knee joint, outside hand above the ankle joint. You're using this to keep your body in the frame. Take a breath and switch, single leg stretch, and breathe, and breathe. The stretch is here, and breathe, 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 breathe. 2 more sets, breathe, last set, both knees in. Double leg stretch, hands to the outside of the shins. Inhale arms, extend legs. Exhale, circle. Keep that upper body quiet. You don't want to bobble up and down. Circle. Good. Now we're going to do a challenge move today. So hold the legs out and circle up. Reach back, circle up. Reach back, circle up. One more time and hold. One leg up, one leg down. Single straight leg stretch. Pulse for 2, switch, 2, 2. If your hamstrings are tight, grab behind the thighs and soften your knees. And last set, and knees in. Slowly come all the way down. Take your quick rest before we finish the last two. Threading your fingers, thumbs. Reminder of the very beginning when we had the head resting. Curl up, look at the top of the knees. Elbows in your peripheral vision. Lower legs relax. Knee over the hip. Just let the feet float to the floor without touching. Exhale, pull back in from deep low transverse abdominals. Inhale, one of your core muscles. Your core consists of 4 muscles. Breathe. And this is the only abdominal engaged in the core. And exhale. One more time. And hold. Straighten the legs. Inhale, lower. And exhale and find that same place. Double straight legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. One more time. And hold. Bend the knees for crisscross. Take the armpit, not the elbow, and reach that armpit towards the opposite knee. As you do, that same leg goes out. Switch. You should feel the opposite shoulder blade into the mat as you stay centered, spiraling around your spine. Exhale, exhale, crisscross, reach, and reach. The elbows have no movement. It's the shoulder blades rotating. And breathe, last set, breathe, and breathe, knees in, and slowly come down. Nice, take your legs down, take your hands to your side, let both knees fall over to one side, keeping your shoulders down. Spine twist. Inhale as your knees drop. As you exhale, exhale deep and let the abdominals bring the legs back to the center. The legs should turn off. Inhale over. Exhale back to the center. One more set. Inhale over. Exhale back. Use your breath and abdominals to bring you back in. And back. Now we're going to take our legs out, take our arms up, transition into a nice roll up as we prepare for side line. We're going to take our band and we are going to just wrap the top leg at the bottom. If you prefer to wrap the top and cross underneath, you feel free to do that. We're going to move along. You'll have double. As you come down to your side today, that band is going to sit under the bottom knee bent and that foot. Yes, so you can see my foot is clear of the band, my thigh is supporting it, my hand is supporting it, my head is down. We're going to lift with parallel. Inhale, working some lateral systems, glute minimus, glute med, breathe. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. 2 more. And press up, press up, press up, press up, hold. We're going to fold at the hips, coming forward slightly and come back. And breathe. Exhale forward, inhale back. Exhale forward, inhale back. Finding that fold at the hip crease. Everything else is quiet. Good. And one more. And reach and come back. Now the foot is still flexed. The heel is going to draw the circles today. Hoping that you feel that in those abductors. You may even feel some in the lateral calf because of the band. Reverse, which is good if you need it. Circle, 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 and hold. Now internally rotate. Toes down, heels up. Find that crease at the hip. Find it below. Above it, below it. Above it, below it. Above it, below it. And I hope you found it. And 3, and 2, and last one, and come all the way down. Take that top arm, grab the wrist, and give yourself a lovely side stretch. Good, we're gonna slide that foot out, And we're going over to the front of our body for a little dart. You can start with your hands stacked, putting your forehead there so you can find where your pelvis is lying. 2 front hip bones and pubic bone should be anchored equally here. Make sure that you have your ball pretty close. From here, take your arms out, palms up. Lift the heart. Lift the arms, lift the legs. If you can zip the legs, great. If not, make them comfortable for your low back. Let everything come back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time, I want you to lift into dart and pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, 1, come down. Inhale, lift. Pump. Eye gaze is on the front of the mat. 4, 3, 2, hold, come down. One more time and lift. Pump, 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 pump. 4, 3, 2, hold, come all the way down. Taking that ball now, I want you to bend at the knees, open your knees slightly, heels together. If you can reach, place the ball between the ankles. Forehead will rest on your hands again. From here, we're going to lift just the thighs, maybe an inch, feeling the gluteal folds today. That's it. If you try to lift higher, your back is going to do it. Now, I want that back quiet. This is for glutes and hamstrings. And 4, relax the shoulders. 3, and 2, good. And up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your ball. 4, 3, 2, hold. Lower the legs, lift the legs, lower the legs, lift the legs. Don't get in your back. If you feel that you're going too high, hold, squeeze, 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 squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Extend the legs, let the ball go. Take your hands under your shoulders and come back into a nice child's pose. Hopefully your ball is pretty close. You can grab that ball and let's grab our band for thigh stretch. Place the ball, I'll go sideways so you can see where it's placed. And your body, top to the head, is right up over the knees. Take that band in front, arms straight, and we're going to lean straight back. Exhale up. If your knees give you discomfort, pad the pad up a little bit more, or avoid if it's painful. Inhale, you need this in your quads. Come back one more time and hold it. Lift the arms, exhale lower, lift. You can even extend a bit if you like in the upper back. One more time, hold, come all the way up. Drop your band, drop your ball. We go over to the other sideline position. We're going to wrap that top leg. How's everybody doing? Grab some water as you need it. Regardless of the weather, we need to stay very hydrated. Hold it. Come all the way down. Place that band under the bottom leg. It's going to give you a little hold. Head down. Stack your hips. Stack your shoulders. Lift, lower, lift. Ensure your foot is lateral, as if you're pressing a book up and down and balancing it on your foot. You don't want to turn up or turn down. Parallel. That's your true lateral work. And up and working those abductors. One more. Little pulse, 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 pulse. 4, 3, 2, hold, kick, and come back. Remember, we're finding that hip crease. That's it, the fold of the hips. The upper body's quiet. Going back. The back range is very small. You're finding that gluteal fold that you just worked. And hold it back. Heel circles. Circle, circle, circle. 2 more. Keep that waist lifted from the mat. And reverse. And circle, circle. How you doing?
So the bottom leg you're laying on is working isometrically. So if this leg fatigued faster, that's why. And hold. Internal rotation, go below the line, come up above. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. 3, up, 2, up. Last one, and lower. Take the top arm, reach over, stretch all the way out. Whew. We're going to take our arms, we're going to pull ourselves back up, and we are going to place that band around our rib cage behind us for a little swan today. More of a thoracic mini swan. As we lay on the front of our bodies here, take the hands with just a light tension, and the hands are right under the shoulders. Legs, wherever they're comfortable, turned out, and I want the eyes to look at the front of the mat as you simply lift up above where that band is. Baby swans, come back down. This is thoracic extension, which we all need. We don't need the lumbar without the thoracic. Lift the heart. We need it for posture, to counteract us on our phones and sitting, working at computers. Lift the heart. Come back up and down. One more time. And lift, lift, just to where that band is. Feel that rib cage. Come all the way down. Taking that band, you're going to come up into a nice child's pose again, and this time a lateral stretch. So both hands to one side, the hip drops to the other. Breathe. Come over to the other side, let that hip drop. Come over to the other side, give yourself 2 sets. Reaching all through that lateral side. Come back over and reach. Good. We're going to come around and do open leg rocker, and then we'll finish up with some side planks today. So here we go. We're going to sit, and you can feel your sit bones right as you're seated tall, and I want you to curl the pelvis and find the back side. Once you do, pick one leg up at a time and grab under the thigh. Relax the shoulders, and your eye gaze is around that knee level to your feet. Take a breath, lift one, lower. Lift the other, lower. Now, if you're not wanting to roll today, or not ready, or not sure about it, then just continue to do these leg lifts, because balancing here works a lot of your core stability. This is a modified version we'll start with. Eye gaze stays right on your feet. Take a breath, inhale, roll back. Exhale, there's no legs. It's all spine and breath. Inhale back, exhale. Keep your eye gaze on your feet the whole time, and you'll keep that nice flexion in the spine. Good. Now, you can stay with the modification or take your hands to your legs and go back and come back up. Inhale back. Don't forget breath. Exhale. Inhale back and exhale. Stick it. There is your teaser. And come down. From here onto your side for side planks today. I'm going to take you to 3 progressions again. You find what you like. We'll start with the wrists slightly ahead of the shoulder line, because our goal is when we get up, we are aligned. Okay? So the first one, we're going to test that, and then you can make your adjustments. Starting with level 1, knees are stacked, come up. If you need to adjust that, then now's the time to do it. Level 1 again. We can do everything from here. The body is one straight line to the knee. Level 2, you can take the leg out. Again, keep a straight line. If you want the full work, tuck your leg under. We're going to take the arm up. We're going to reach over for side bend mermaids. And drop the hips, look at your hand. Inhale, up. Exhale, look at your hand. Only one more. And look at your hand. Now I want you to twist and really reach under. Come back up. You can do this on your knees. reach under, come back up. One more time, reach under, and come back up. We're gonna sit down gracefully, come over to all fours. From here, take a moment of a pelvic cat-cow. Look at my waist up is as quiet as it can be. I'm just tucking the pelvis, using all my core muscles to do this pelvic tilt. Beautiful. Now we're flipped to the other side for a side planking. When we finish that side plank, we're going to transition right into either a full plank or a semi-plank. So hand down, it's our last side plank. So from the first progression, you can come up. Where's your arm? Do you need to make a change? Come back down, make that change. Come up, level 1. Level 2, level 3. From here, side bend mermaids. Reach over, reach the ribs to the ceiling. Now drop the hips, let the palm look up, look down. Inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Now side twist. Rotate through, unrotate, and rotate. You can do this on your knees. Get those ribs to rotate, and come up. Transition, hand, plank, hand. If you are on your knees, come to all fours, and then go to your plank. From here, lift the tailbone up. Come back down. Lift that tailbone up. Come back down. One more time. We're going into mat leg pull down. Lift a leg. Pulse, 2, 3, and drop. 1, 2, 3, and drop. Lift, 2, 3, drop. Lift, 2, 3, drop. Lift, 2, 3. Hips are quiet. 1, 2, 3. Last set. 1, 2, 3. Drop. Last 1, 2, 3. Drop. Come up. Drop your heels. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Walk your hands in. Find that nice hanging spine. Don't forget the head. You're looking between your legs. You are not looking at the floor. No cervical compression. Slowly rise up, one vertebrae at a time. If your band is close, grab it, or grab it after you roll up. And we're going to finish with standing. Take a breath. Take your band behind you. Notice I'm wide. I'm not narrow. Have the hands wide. Palms look behind you. Right at the gluteal fold. Take a breath, and I want you to bow and hinge. From here, lift the arms up, drop the head. Keep the head there as you lower the arms. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. One more time, lift. Lower. Stack up your spine all the way. As you feel that opening, heels together, toes apart. Grab your band to the front, nice and wide. Reaching that band up, go up onto your toes. Find your balance. Lower. Lift. Now don't forget to breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the arms. Let's combine. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Finding the balance to enjoy our day. And lower. Nice little swing where we started. Beautiful. I'm going to let my band drop. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful day, morning, evening, whenever you're able to watch this. Stay safe, stay well. Until next time, have a great one.